go. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Welcome to yet another episode. Today, once again, I'm afraid, another pork roast. Today there is little margin for errors since it is actually Christmas Day here, the 24th of December, and I'm going to lit the oven here, lit the fire in the firebox, heat the oven, and so on and so forth. It's 1 o'clock, and hopefully we get the oven going within half an hour, 1 hour to be ready for the roast. It's not a very big roast this time. So that may, that may be a challenge compared to, what we've learned so far. But let's lit the fire. We open here the primary air. We've learned this now, about the confusion about the primary and secondary air. I direct you. This was then the secondary air at the lower part here, which is a little bit unusual for this kind of oven or furnace. So that's the reason why I misunderstood it. But still, I managed to run the oven. But I've learned a few things, and I'm going to summon up all of my experiences, these first experiments here in a upcoming episode. So maybe something to look forward to, me once again admitting my mistakes, but of course mistakes is how you learn. However, open the air, we'll open the bypass here and make ready to insert some firewood. I'll just take this one for the time being. And one more. It might be this one. That wasn't very well suited, I'm afraid. Maybe this one here looks very much like the other one. There you go. Maybe this will do better. I want to create this cavity here for the fire starter, and still I want to keep it relatively close here along the side. Not too much air down there. I want to keep it pretty massive, you might say. Then fire starter, and to make sure at this important juncture, I'll use 2 fire starters. And it's quite cold outside today, so we may experience some problems getting a draft in the chimney. Oops. There we go. Give it a little time to catch on. And then third piece on top. As explained before, the problem is that draft in the chimney is depended on the air inside the chimney being actually warmer than the outside air. That creates an upwards draft. So it takes something to heat up. This one is too big. I need a flat one to go on top here. These two other ones are quite large. Go to the bottom of the stack. Here's a nice flat one, certainly. There you are. You can see now how the fire starters are within the cavity, and they will ignite the top piece. It is catching up nicely. Time is now 40 minutes past 1, 20 minutes to 2 o'clock, and I think, yeah, it's okay, we'll keep it going. It's all about the timing, of course. When do we want the roast to be finished? In the meantime, I have some cooking to do on the top here. I have, what we're preparing here, perhaps I should explain, is one of the traditional Danish Christmas dinners, which is pork roast, and then you have potatoes. Sometimes you have sugar potatoes, as we call them, or caramelized potatoes. I'm not going to do that this year. And then we have red cabbage, which has been cooked with wine and sugar and vinegar and stuff to make kind of a sweet and sour cabbage. And I'm making a large batch of that, which needs several hours of cooking, so I'll put that on. Here I have, as you can see, quite a large serving of this cabbage here. The cabbage, oranges, various herbs, cloves in the orange, and even some lime, and yeah, ginger and whatnot, and then wine and sugar and various other stuff. So that will, let's just check the temperature here. 231, 231, here 359 in the center. Close the bypass, and certainly it makes a sound, so that's reassuring, I guess. I will, however, close down a little bit for the secondary air. Close down to 2/3 closed. "20 minutes later, just a couple of minutes before 2 o'clock, and I will add one piece of wood here to keep it going, and I think that 2:30 I will start with the roast. That's it. Give it a bit of primary air. See, it comes up through the grating from the ash pan. So that's certainly, we don't need all that heat for, so I'll reduce it to very little. Just a little fraction here, and this is boiling very nicely. I think almost too much. I'll move it further to the side here, or to the back rather. So see you in half an hour. 14:29, and still a nice, steady, small fire in here. I'm going to add one moderate piece. Plan is to enter the roast now, of course, and then give it for the first hour or so at a relatively low heat, and then towards the end crank up the heat. So here, small round piece. So we have these two pieces here, and this goes on top. That will be very nice. Just to give you the pleasure of having the fire cranked up here, and you can see here now, if I turn down again here the primary air, I need to remember, I'll show you the roast. Here we are. You can see it's a relatively small one here today. Oh, it's hot on the bottom already. I left it there. So I put some bay leaves here in with the crackling to give perfume, as it's called, and pop it in here. 2 o'clock. So I will turn down further the air just to keep it on. Maybe I should check the temperature in the oven. Oops. (186) to the right, 93 to the back, 190 on the left side, 156 in the bottom. So for some reason it's not very hot to the rear, but let's close down the air and just keep it on a slow and easy burn for something like, would be nice if it would go like this for an hour. The temperatures here measured are relatively high, of course, but they don't seem to translate into normal oven temperatures. They are, of course, surface temperatures on the inside of the oven, and from there, of course, the heat has to radiate out into the space, but how it works, don't ask me. That's what we're trying to find out, one might say. Yeah, the temperature here on the built-in thermometer is also actually almost 180 or something. So maybe it's not that much off after all, but let's see. Now I should think the roast is in and the air is closed down, and it'll actually decrease in temperature for some time. Then we will put on the timer here and check up in 40, 2:45. There you go. (3:15). 45 minutes later, and as you can see, the fire has certainly subsided substantially. Let's check the temperature here on the cooktop. 321 on the side here. 203 right side. 229 in the back. 146. Check inside here. 370. 430. And in the back, 392. So that's nice. I'm going to give it some more wood anyway, so might as well do that now. It seems quite hot, despite the kind of modest amount of wood that we have inserted here. There you are. And I'll check the roast. Yeah, it is hot. It has received some heat, but still a long way to go. But looking promising. I think I'll give it another half hour, 45 minutes. Or 30, yeah. I'll leave it there until 4:30, and then we'll crank it up. So I'll just give it a touch of air. Yeah, way to go. Fine. Completely quiet. No wind at all. And just a couple of degrees below zero. Still a tradition here. 45 minutes later, a nice quiet fire. I think I'll keep it going for another half hour. Half past 4. Just added now 2 additional pieces, and now we're going to give it some hard time and real heat in order for it to finish within, well, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, and then it'll have to rest for, well, the same amount of time. One more piece here, shortly after. A few minutes to fire. Full blast. Yeah. Now something is happening. Where use the thermometer. $415 in the oven. $205. $231. $178. So let's see how the flames are reaching for the secondary air coming here from the window. I'll open up a little bit more. Almost all open here. Yeah, it's actually fully open, the secondary here. So full blast. Twelve minutes past 5, and all of this what I put in here during the last, well, 3/4 of an hour, half an hour has all but been consumed. So it's really been up and dancing here. Let's check out the roast. Yeah, that looks nice. Let me take it out. We have some light here. I'll bring it to the top here. It's hard to handle actually. That's nice. Now we'll leave it to rest for, well, half an hour at least. We'll prepare the potatoes and so on, and this will be ready to go. Now this is the kind of old-fashioned crackling that we appreciate. This is the way.